The worst thing is people do is they stay for a paycheck and they're miserable, but then they're making everybody miserable around them. Is it worth climbing this corporate ladder that society tells me that success is? Or is it worth being a present dad to be able to show them skill sets and traits that make them better human beings?
So let's take it back to the start, because I was reading that you were born with a hip disorder of some kind, and that's what inspired you to get into the world of medical sales to start with. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So I was born with a really rare disease called late calf Perthes disease. So it's not enough blood supply went to the femoral head. So my femoral head grew deformed, almost like a tomahawk. So 5 years old, it would slip out of socket and it would completely come out of socket and I would just face plant it.
Ooh.
And then a Halloween night, it happened twice and my dad's like, something's up. And so they take me to Primary Children's Hospital and they diagnose me. And they say only 4 out of every 100,000 babies get it. So super rare.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very great. Now, do you remember it being painful?
No, but not at that moment. But then when I've done some like breath work, sound healing, medicine and ayahuasca in Costa Rica, it brought it all back and how painful it really was.
Huh.
When we're so young, we just kind of block that out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They diagnosed me and then they put braces on my legs like Forrest Gump from kindergarten to 2nd grade. So I was like trying to run really fast for those braces to come off, but they never did.
That is precious. Well, I'm glad it's all, but it seems like you've gotten what you needed to get done with it all now, and you've gone through multiple hip surgeries.
Yeah. So that's the hard thing is I wish the braces were the cure all, but I had to go through 3 different hip replacements,
Wow.
3 within 4 years. It was a very dark time in my life. It was hard, but a lot of growth, and I'm grateful for it now because I have more compassion, more empathy for people that are in pain. Beforehand, you don't really know what people are going through until you go through it. But now that I've overcome that and had those hip replacements and started picking up hot yoga and breath work and doing different things and a holistic approach, I think I've healed them for the most. So it's been nice.
Thanks for tuning in to the Healthy Careers podcast. In 2024, we reached over 32,000 listeners and ranked in the top 15% of all podcasts. We're proud to have SharePro Health as a sponsor and are currently looking for 2 more partners in 2025. If you're looking to connect with healthcare leaders, providers, and innovators, we'd love to spread the word about your service, product, or business. Reach out to me, Maddie, for more details. Hot yoga is, wow. Okay, so I love hot yoga. I used to do it in college, and now I live in a town where there's nothing. I mean, we only have like one gym here within a 20-mile radius, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And so we were in Sedona, Arizona, and I was like, oh, like what a perfect time we can go to hot yoga. So I told my husband, let's go to yoga. He didn't know what hot yoga was. So we're like 10 minutes into this thing, and he looks at me and he's just drenched. And he was, how much longer did you say we have in here? 45 minutes. When I tell you after that class, he got his stuff, he left, sat in the car, and did not speak to me for like 3 hours.
Oh,
and then
sure.
all he said was, never again ask me to go to a hot yoga.
I got a funny story too. I invited my brother to come to hot yoga on my birthday, and like sending me memes all day long, the funny yoga poses, the frou yoga. He's like, I got yoga. This is easy. And he played college football and all that stuff. After the class, he was leaning on the lockers. He's like, that was harder than 2-day football and practice in college. Oh my gosh. What did you get me into?
It's hard because it's just repetitive. You're doing the same movement and then it's so hot and you're just, let me have like a 30-second break, please.
But it 100% healed my hips. It taught me how to have that fight or flight and be able to stay on your mat, because all they really want you to do is stay on your mat or don't leave the room, right? And I think that's the beauty of it. If you can do that in the yoga room, you can do it outside of the class. Yeah,
for sure. Although there are definitely moments where you just sit there questioning, can I fake that I got a phone call or something?
100%. You're like, I got to get out of here.
They need me.
Yeah, so true.
And so through that, you've had a very successful career in med sales, which I'm sure in selling those things. You were selling hip devices, correct? Or
I was selling hip and knee replacements.
Okay.
Into there, like you said, I was just like, I had my second hip replacement and I was like, there's got to be an industry. There's got to be somebody in selling this stuff or talking about this stuff. So I started doing research and I found out there was a company called Stryker Orthopedics and they were the top company to get into. And I always like a competition or something to be able to put me forward and like, okay, I'm going to work for Stryker. And I just put all my eggs in one basket and tried to find the company and hiring managers and put myself in a position to get hired. And I did. I drove down to California when the hiring manager was on vacation, and he told me to show up in shorts and a tank top. And I showed up in a suit and tie on the beach. And the next day I got the job offer into my
awesome.
Yeah.
That is great. Well, it's better to be overdressed than underdressed, right?
Yeah. The crazy thing is the person that had the interview right after me had 7 years of medical experience, and he came in shorts and a tank top and flip-flops. And it just showed him that how complacent he was, in a sense where like I didn't have any medical experience, but I was willing to do whatever it took to get the job.
I love that. That's so many people. I don't know if I told you this, but I own a recruitment company, and so many people will say, well, how do I prepare for the interview? And it's the stuff that you would do if you were preparing for, meeting a friend for the first time or going on a date. Know who you're meeting with. Don't just show up and say, well, I applied for the job. Know who you're meeting with, dress to impress, all the things that you know to do, but we've somehow overcomplicated it now when it comes to the job process.
No, I mean, it's simple. Keep it simple, stupid, kiss. That's my motto. If you keep it simple and you know what you need to do, you show up exactly how you're going to show up. So
exactly.